As the only faithful Samburu member left, Matt predicted his demise.
I don't know. It's a little scary because I'm going into it, and I think that the old Baran team has a lot more alliances going on, and they have Elizabeth, so I think they're in a pretty good position right at the moment if they want to pick me off.
But at the Story Immunity Challenge, he won immunity, forcing the Alliance to turn on themselves. Scrambling for security, alliances faltered.
Alliances aren't running as strong as they used to.
I've just stuck with the same people the whole time, and now I'm starting to question if maybe I should be thinking in a different mode and trying to ally with other people.
And Kelly was voted out at Tribal Council.
Kelly, the tribe has spoken.
6 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Okay, so now Kelly's gone. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I mean, it was tough because she's been in our alliance the entire time, and so it was time for us to stab someone in the back, and it doesn't feel too good. But I feel confident in the fact that we chose her, and I think it was a good thing for her to go.
Well, last week was a big week. Winning immunity put me in a really good position to kind of see the state of things, where Baran stood, exactly who they'd turn on, and it obviously turned out to be Kelly.
As hard as it was to stab Kelly in the back and lie to her, I think she was the easiest of all of us for us to do that to. I've grown a little closer to Ed, and I feel like he has my trust a lot more. Kelly kind of wavered in the end, and she was trying to go with anyone possible and make any alliance she could to save herself. So it wasn't like she was totally with us anyways.
As far as voting for Mike, it totally just came down to strategy. That I think that as the weeks come down, and maybe even as early as this week, that if it comes down to a tie, and I don't have any votes, it could affect something.
When I saw my name on that vote last week, I was kind of shaken.
I definitely think it's amusing that Mike got a vote.
And I didn't think it was coming at all. I thought last week that I was the most secure out of all the other tribal councils of getting a vote. I didn't think I had done anything or offended anyone.
It was kind of funny, you know, Matt giving a little hate to Mike. Why not, you know? Mike and I have gone so far, you know, we've gone a long way without being hurt or affected. And there's this kind of unexpected, kind of funny. I thought, at least it wasn't me. That's why it's funny.
My strategy at this point is to try and get the two girls, Emma and Elizabeth, to come with me and join up against the guys.
combination of creativity and wit. I'm gonna give you guys some supplies. I got a newspaper, 2 rolls of tape, and 2 pails. What you have to do is build a structure that is taller than me using these materials. All right, guys, get to it.
I'll be the tape. Is that today's?
Master plan.
Are you gonna stand?
You know what we should do, maybe?
We can take those like that.
Yes.
Put them like this. And build it like this. Like the Eiffel Tower.
Color.
Yeah. I just thought of that.
We hope.
I'll take.
Maybe this end
This task is fun.
I think this is fun.
That's good.
We want to make sure it holds, guys.
Mike,
We're
come on.
gonna sound foundation. Why don't you worry about like taking this?
Mike, you're wasting time. Or connect it and make it like 3 and then connect it at the top, man.
3?
Just
I don't. Now
No,
we're
we'll just reinforce it really well.
really.
That'll work. Yeah. Wait, we still need a pump. Where's Patsy? Jack. Great. Too stable here. Here, give me some tape.
We just gotta do it first.
Oh, this is classic.
It's still good.
Wait, go this way, go this way.
tighten it.
Do all 4 sides.
I shot.
Yeah.
Those words exactly.
Looks like a
Nobody will
giant.
touch it, I bet. Wait, you're pulling too much.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes!
All right, guys, that was yet another exciting task. You guys can all
my back, jokes.
head back to camp.
The task was a little strange this week. We made it fun. We had a good time with it. We got to talk and kind of goof around. After last tribal council, Matt called us as usual, and he was trying to have Emily and I come over on his side. And actually, it does make a lot of sense for Emily and I and Matt to join up against the guys. So we were thinking about joining together and kicking either Ed off or someone like Mike, because he doesn't have any votes against his name and he's fairly strong. But Emily wants to hold true.
The next person we're voting off is Matt. And that would help us, get to the end or whatever. And what Liz proposed was that we vote off Ed, which we weren't really expecting. That would throw off our plan.
I have no morals in this game.
We have to try and convince Emily to talk to Liz to convince her to vote off Matt instead of Ed. So Liz is kind of on to us. She's definitely smart about this game. So we have to kind of manipulate her some more.
One of the main reasons why I want to switch over is because I don't trust the guys at all.
We're still not sure if Emily and Liz are up for voting off Matt. If Ed, we have to make sure Ed gets immunity so that Liz has no argument for voting him off.
Yesterday I just ran the Boston Marathon and I feel good, except my body doesn't feel very good right now. And I'm afraid that the next few challenges, some of them might contain some physical challenges, and at this point I can barely walk, so I'm gonna be scared of that running thing. But you know what? I'm still gonna win it.
Today's challenge is an interesting challenge. There are going to be 14 items each that you guys are going to have, that are scattered on the ground, and you guys all have to go gather and put them next to your designated tiki torch. Now, let me read you guys the list of items. There are 6 notebooks, forks, books, paper cups, hangers, pails, plastic bottles, markers, sticks of deodorant, shoes or sneakers, blocks of wood, movies, poster board, and t-shirts. These items are scattered all over, along with items not on the list. If you bring an item that is not on the list to your tiki torch, I will tell you to go put it back. And I will constantly be reminding you of the items as you guys are running around. Now, to make things a little bit more interesting, you all will be wearing a bandana, blindfolded, around your eyes. All right? Before we start, Matt, take back that immunity necklace. Thank you. Up for grabs again today. Let's go. All right, guys, now for just 1 second, you can peek and see where you are in relation to everyone else's torch. And to ensure that the survivors do not fall down the cliff, we have past the castaways Jesse and Carly to help them out. Survivors ready? Go! Yeah. Notebook, board, book, paper, cups, hangers, pills, markers. I hit something. Wait, blocks of wood? Plastic bottles, hangers, paper cups.
2 bales, go back, Matt.
Matt, you have 5.
Matt,
Go back one.
get rid of the other one.
God damn, do we need a shoe?
Yeah. Brian, you have 2. Emily has 8. This is mine.
Where's mine?
Elizabeth has 11. I need a shoe. Yes, Roger. Go for it.
Okay, is this mine?
Yes. Mike, you just need a poster board. You don't need a plate.
Need a hanger?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Where is mine?
Hey, Mike, punch it. You got it. Immunity. All right, congratulations, Mike. Everyone, tribal council tonight.
I thought the challenge was fun today. It was definitely difficult being that we couldn't see, but it was definitely a different challenge than the others, and it was a lot more fun, mostly because I won it. I don't think I necessarily needed it today, but we needed to keep it from other people, but it's without a doubt a good thing to have, because I know that I'll make it at least to the top 5, so that's good.
The last couple of weeks, I've become pretty good friends with Matt. But this is a game, and I've noticed that he's a little tricky.
I don't know what's going to go on for this next vote. Matt recently wrote me and wants me and him and Elizabeth to lie and vote off Ed. And so it doesn't matter what the other 3 will do, because no matter what, Ed has the most votes of all of us left, so he'll be gone.
I think he's actually a very dangerous person to have around.
So he wrote just me a letter and wants me to respond to him, and I do not know what to do right now.
I think tonight, there's a possible chance of a big shakeup. Liz is being kind of annoying, you know. She's very stubborn with who she wants to vote for. That's partially because she's on to us.
I suppose in a way I slightly have some control over Elizabeth. I hate to say that because I don't know how she feels, but she has told me that she will not just go and vote with Matt unless I do. I mean, well, there's logic behind that too, but the fact that she won't do anything without me, and then she would stay with the other guys if I do, because I think she just feels safe because I was the one who proposed everything that would be us two to the end.
With Emily and Elizabeth being roommates and all, I kind of see some alliances between them.
I am still thinking about Matt's offer. It's more now a moral dilemma. Just the fact that we've really had a strong alliance, it's just making it so tough.
I feel vulnerable. I mean, I think I always do, whether I say it or not, but every single time you get a tribal council without that necklace or without the little statue, you feel a little vulnerable. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. If tonight I go, you know, I had a great time, but hopefully I won't. Hopefully I'll make it even farther. If my plan with the other two guys, Brian and Mike, if our plan is as tight as we thought it out to be, then hopefully I'll make it to the final three.
Right now, I have a lot of trust with Mike and Ryan. We've been together since the very beginning, when it was 16 people. And they've definitely proved themselves. We've done everything we said we would together. We've strategized so much and talked so much. I really trust them.
Me, Ryan, Mike, I think we're pretty tight. But you can never be sure of the people around you. You know, people could be talking about you this very same moment in a different room. You just never know, but the feeling I get is that we're pretty tight. We're going to try to make it to the final three, if that's possible, and we're going to have each other's backs until then.
I think I could trust Matt. I suppose I could. I have no reason not to. I mean, he's done everything he could to try and make any alliance he could to save himself. And I think he would do what needed to be done in order for himself to get down, like, to the last 3 or 2. So I suppose I could trust him. And yes, no matter what, the next few challenges are going to be a test of my morals anyways. So maybe I should do strategy now. I don't know why it's so hard for me, but it's just really tough.
Matt will try to switch something around and try to get me voted off. It's actually funny, this is the first time he hasn't come to talk to me about what's going on. Maybe he's just busy or something, but he's every single tribal council, he's just so, like, busy. He's like, Ed, what are you up to? Ed, what's going on? Ed, who are you voting for? And this week I'm not seeing him, so, you know, he seems like a pretty sneaky guy just from the things I've heard from my other tribe members, and I'm thinking he's scheming something right now.
Hi.
What's up?
I never got a chance to return your phone call, so I just wanted to let you know what's going on. I wanted to tell you that I am voting for Ed.
I did sway Elizabeth to see where I was coming from.
Emily's been kind of back and forth with her decision whether to do it or not. She hasn't said yes one way or another just because she doesn't want to lie to Matt and she doesn't want to lie to the guys. I don't think that she could look the guys in the face if she had aligned with Matt, but I mean, gotta suck it up, so.
I've talked to Emily a lot in the last couple days, and especially in the last couple hours, and I'm still holding out hope that she's gonna come over, and because I do think, I 100% believe that this is the best thing for her to do, but it's ultimately just gonna be her decision.
Tonight is definitely going to be rough. I would like to know the outcome, but right now it's all up in the air. I really don't know what's going to happen.
Have a seat, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Before we get started, we're just going to invite in the jury. All right, guys, let's get started. Looking forward to another good tribal council. Emily, do you feel that you might be safer because maybe people might see you as not such a physical threat, Or are you worried that maybe you're too likable and you gotta go?
Yeah, I guess, well, I'm not a physical threat so far. I haven't won any type of immunity. But if people are concerned about me winning because people like me as a person, then, yeah, that would make me nervous because then I would be a reason to go. But at this moment, people need me in order for things to go how they want. So, I don't know. I don't feel I'm a threat right now.
Mike, is it fair to say that out of the 16, the 6 most deserving are still here?
I think the 6 people. Oh, I hate my life. I don't think the 6 people who are sitting here are necessarily the best, but I think they're the 6 who played the game the best to get where they are right now.
Matt, you guys have obviously bonded as Samburan, a new tribe. But I'd be remiss if I didn't point out the fact that there are still 4 Baran members in 2 Samburu.
Yeah, I think that we have come together as a group. I think everyone gets along really well, the 6 of us that are left. But I think that there are, to some extent, tribal lines that fall from the merger that I think, people made choices and made their own, made different alliances. And I think to some extent they still hold together. So we'll have to see how the rest of the game pans out.
Ryan, straight up, is there an alliance?
Yes.
Ed, same question.
Same question? Yes, I believe so.
Elizabeth, do you know who you're voting for tonight, and do you have a game plan from here on out?
Yes, I do know who I'm voting for tonight, and hopefully I do have a game plan. Things go the way they should, but we'll see.
All right, guys, time to vote. Ed, you're up first.
Hey Matt, I'm voting for you because it makes no sense for me to side with you. I'm a man of my word and I have an alliance right now and I'm gonna back my alliance up. I'm sorry. I'll see you later.
This might cost me later.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out must leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. Matt. Ryan. Ed. Matt. Matt. And 3 votes Matt, that's the majority. No need to read the rest. Matt, can you bring me your torch? Matt, the tribe has spoken. There's 5 of you guys left. Top 4 win money. Almost there. Head back to camp. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode of Survivor.
I had a really good time playing this game, and I think I made a lot of really good friends. And I'm happy to say that I made it this far. I guess in the beginning, your biggest fear always is to go off too early. But I don't have any regrets about the way I played the game, and I guess there's a lot to be said for that. It was a good time, and everyone has to take that walk at some point. Everyone. So, it's my turn.
Next week on Survivor, Emily shifts gears and begins to plan out new alliances.
So I just don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what Ed's gonna say. And I'm having a dilemma.
Elizabeth no longer trusts all the members of her alliance.
Do I trust Ryan? Not really, no. I mean, I like him as a person, but in Survivor world, no, I don't trust him at all because he's made promises to Ed, he's made promises to Mike, and he's made promises to us, and he's not ashamed to admit it either.
And Ed doesn't know who to trust.
I just don't know because everybody's lying, and I just don't know who to trust at this point.